Well, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to the University of Virginia School of Medicine's White Coat Ceremony. Please give a round of applause for our class of 2027. I'm Barry Collins, Associate Dean for the UVA School of Medicine in Medical Alumni Affairs, and I'm also the Executive Director of the UVA Medical Alumni Association and Medical School Foundation. It's really an honor to be here today to celebrate with our incoming students for the class of 2027 to present them with their white coats. This is a tradition that spans at UVA at medical schools across the country for over 2 decades. I'd like to welcome you to Old Cabell Hall and to the University of Virginia. Not far from here, where we stand, is Pavilion 10, which is considered our first medical education building. This was the home of Dr. Robley Dunglinson, whom Thomas Jefferson recruited from London in 1824 to join the first faculty of the University of Virginia. Dunglinson was the first full-time professor of medicine in the United States and a leader in medical education. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the family and friends of the class of 2027 who have joined here, both in person and online. We are very fortunate to have everybody here with us to celebrate with the class. I would like to thank our current medical students that are helping volunteering today. There are ushers in our hallways and been helping us out tremendously with today's event. Also want to give a big shout out to the staff at the Medical Alumni Association who helped put this entire program together, sending out all the invites to everybody and making sure everybody got here today. And a very special recognition, I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize Dr. Charlie Henderson, who is sitting with us in the front row here. Dr. Henderson has many years of distinguished service to his alma mater. He is from the medical school class of 1965, and through generous donations from him and his classmates, they have covered all of the expenses, including the white coat that the students will be getting today. So a big thank you to Dr. Henderson and the class of 1965. I would also like to recognize Dr. Nora Kern, who is also in the front row with us. Dr. Kern is a medical school graduate from the class of 2008, and she is currently a faculty member here in the Department of Urology. She also serves a very important role. She is actually my boss as the president of the Board of Directors of the Medical Alumni Association. So I'd like to call Dr. Kern up to make a few remarks.
Good afternoon. Again, I'm Nora Kern, class of 08, and current president of the Medical Alumni Association. I want to congratulate the class of 2027 for this very monumental event of receiving your white coats and being able to live out your dreams. As I reflect back as a medical student and I received my white coat in this very auditorium, I see in retrospect how important the time in your lives are. I could not think of any other graduate program where you transition from student life and mostly having to take care of yourselves to real life where you are responsible for the well-being of others. As a faculty member, it's very rewarding to see this transformation in you all. I wanted to encourage all of you all to let the MAA be a resource to you all. I have to admit that when I was a medical student, the MAA was completely foreign to me. I had no idea what they really did, but what I knew is that as a student, you received a lot of free food and fun events from the association, which of course I really loved at the time. Now being over 20 years out of medical school, I see the importance of the MAA and what they do for the medical students. As Barry mentioned, the white coat ceremony has been a tradition for decades and is being funded by the class of 65. As I took on my role as the president this year, I felt it was really important for me to make a personal impact as well. And so the MAA was very gracious to allow me to fund your stethoscopes that I believe you all received this week. So I really want to wish you all the very best in the next 4 years, and I hope to see you all in person soon. I actually teach in your second-year curriculum, so please come to class so I can see you. And hopefully I'll see you on the clinical rotations as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Kern, and thank you very much for your generous support for the stethoscopes for our students this year. Our Medical Alumni Association was established in 1949, and our Medical School Foundation has been around since 1972. And we are here simply to benefit the School of Medicine and the University of Virginia. The class of 1965 endowment for the White Coat Ceremony is just one of the many ways that the Medical Alumni Association and Foundation supports our students here at the School of Medicine. Our support for you students does not begin when you become alumni. We're going to be there throughout your journey over the next 4 years, during milestone moments like today, and a lot of the days in between. We're going to host several speaker events for you. As Dr. Kern said, free food. And did I mention free food? And then connect you with our alumni mentors. We have a tremendous amount of alumni that volunteer their time for the students over the years as well, too. In recent years, we've helped support student organizations, fund new equipment for the student gym, and connect students with alumni during residency interview season. Our organization also provides vital funding to the school, supporting scholarships, research projects, and other School of Medicine priorities. Just this year, we'll provide over $4.8 million to the School of Medicine in support from our alumni. I'm proud, thank you. I know the dean was clapping extra loud. I am very proud of the tradition of giving from our alumni, and it traditionally begins with our medical students. So I say these words to you now, but come 4 years from now, we're going to have a little bit of discussion about giving back to the school in your fourth-year class gift. For our students, I do encourage you, as Dr. Kern said, is to really be an active member. This is your Medical Alumni Association. It begins, as I mentioned to you on Tuesday, that you are now student members of the association. So please take advantage of all that we have to offer. And then when you do become alumni, just remember the people that came before you and supported you. Now, just a bit of history about the white coat. If we go back in time to the end of the 1900s, it was a period, at the end of the 1800s, it was a period of tremendous progress in public health and medicine, when the benefits of sanitation and clean water were recognized. In the hospital setting, antiseptics revolutionized care. With the advent of germ theory, physicians aimed to be more scientific in their practice and in their dress. In 1910, as a result of the Flexner Report, medical schools also adopted a more rigorous and standardized curriculum. The white coat is a symbol of professionalism, integrity, and the highest commitment for caring for the patient. Surgeons became the first to wear the white coat, followed by hospital doctors and then general practitioners. By 1915, it had become the norm in the hospital setting. The white coat reminds physicians of their professional duties as prescribed by Hippocrates to lead their lives and practice their art in respectability and honor. To honor this, the white coat ceremony is performed for the incoming class at the beginning of each academic year. The white coat ceremony welcomes those embarking on their medical careers to the community of physicians by giving them this symbol of compassion and honor. The Medical Alumni Association is really proud to be part of this ceremony each year. Now, without further ado, I would like to introduce you one of my favorite human beings, Miski Sharif, a member of the class of 2024 and president of the School of Medicine governing body, the Mulholland Society. Miski?
Hello, everyone. I'd like to extend a massive congratulations and a big welcome to the class of 2027 and the amazing family members, loved ones, and friends who are here today supporting these incredible future physicians. My name is Miski Sharif. I'm a fourth-year medical student. I'm honored to be here today with all of you representing our student body as the Mulholland Society president. For my class and many of the students before us, the white coat ceremony was one of the most memorable days in medical school. Receiving the coat that marked our entrance into a field that merged art and science in helping our fellow human beings. So, when I found out that I'd be giving a speech here today, I was nervous to say the least. There was so much swirling in my mind about where I would begin. How would I even describe what the white coat means in 5 minutes? Was I even experienced enough to be giving advice? The more I thought about the speech, the more I felt self-doubt creep in. And with that, I found the theme for this essay and this speech. Your white coat represents your journey in medicine. You will undoubtedly experience the highs and the lows of medical school and this career while wearing your white coat. You'll meet your first patient while wearing your white coat. You'll unfortunately see your patient die or pass away while wearing your white coat. You'll be a third-year medical student on the clinical wards giving presentations while wearing your white coat. And you'll also be a fourth-year medical student helping a new third year with their presentations while wearing a white coat. Innately within that journey is change. Change can certainly take the form of a white coat 4 years from now, marked with ink stains and cookie crumbs. However, I've come to realize what makes this white coat so special is the transformation that happens to the person wearing the white coat. Within that transformation, there's bound to be self-doubt, because we are all pushing what we see as our own potential. Here's my story. I remember the UVA School of Medicine being my dream school. When I received the acceptance letter on a Friday in January, I thought it was a mistake. In fact, I actually didn't celebrate the acceptance for about a week afterwards because I was almost certain that I'd get an email a couple weeks later saying that it was meant for somebody else. When I first arrived to grounds and met my classmates, I was in awe of how I could be in their presence. When it came time for the first exam, I didn't do as well as I hoped, which I thought was further confirmation that I wasn't meant to be here. During my third-year rotations, I was always hesitant to wear my white coat because I thought patients would think that I knew more than I actually thought I knew, and that I wouldn't be able to give them the answers that they deserved. Standing here today before you all, I'm still in awe of how I could be in this position. All of this is to say the journey of imposter syndrome is a long and seemingly endless journey, becoming even more prominent the closer you reach your dream. Through that journey, though, I've learned some lessons that I hope to share with you today in the hopes that it can make your journey a little bit more smoother. Firstly, nothing in nature blooms all year. Challenges will come, but that does not make you any less incredible or any less valuable than your classmates and your friends. Everybody experiences challenges and to different degrees. However, I've come to realize that at the end of the day, that not only helps with our growth and reaching our purpose, but it also allows us to connect more deeply with our patients. Secondly, reaching out for help is not a weakness, but it is a strength. When I would have tough days, there were many, my mom would often remind me of a Somali proverb that loosely translates into one finger cannot wash the entire face. All of us got to this point because we are well-minded individuals, independent, self-driven individuals. While medicine is an incredibly fulfilling and exciting career, it is also a weight that cannot be carried alone. Whether it is someone to debrief with after a tough case, whether it's someone to reach out to you for study strategies, tips, or anything in between, please do not hesitate to reach out for help whenever you need it. There is a long list of people that are always willing to be here to help you out and lend a hand. That includes your FCM coaches, that includes your college deans, that includes family, friends, staff, upperclassmen. We're all here to help because we want to see you succeed. Lastly, and most importantly, you are meant to be here. It is not by mistake that you are here. The admissions committee individually selected you. They selected you for your talents, your experiences, but most importantly, the person that you are. You are what makes this university and this college so special, and we need you. Your impact will be endless. There's so much in medicine that is unpredictable, but what I've come to realize is that growth is the one constant. In that journey, and certainly it is a journey, There will undoubtedly be self-doubt and imposter syndrome, but it is that self-doubt that keeps you, pushes you, and encourages you to keep trying, to not give up. And that is the catalyst that underlies the remarkable transformation of the person wearing the white coat from medical student to physician, healer, and advocate. Because of that, the white coat does not make you. You make the white coat, the incredible symbol that it is. I hope that you'll remember that through everything that the next 4 years presents. Massive congratulations again to the class of 2027. I'm so excited to meet and learn from all of you incredible human beings. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much, Miski. Now I'd like to introduce the Dean of the School of Medicine, Dr. Melina Kibbe, for her remarks.
Thank you very much, Barry. So good afternoon, faculty, our incredibly proud parents, and I got to talk to some of you, and most importantly, our incredibly bright and aspiring medical students who have chosen this noble path. It is my pleasure and honor to welcome all of you to this momentous occasion. This is the UVA School of Medicine White Coat Ceremony. Now today is a special day, and it's special not only for our medical students, but also for all of you, the parents and loved ones who played a critical role in our students' journey to get to this day. And as Dean of the School of Medicine, I want to take a moment to address the parents and the families directly. I want to thank you for entrusting us with your children's education and future. We are humbled and grateful for your confidence in us to not only help to build on their achievement to date, but to nurture their dreams and aspirations that you have been supporting all along. So today, we celebrate not only their success, but also your dedication as parents. Thank you. Now, for our medical students. Today marks the beginning of a transformational journey as 160 of you don your white coat for the first time. So this event signifies your commitment to the pursuit of medical knowledge, compassionate patient care, and the highest standards of professionalism. This sacred garment represents not only the beginning of your medical education, but also a commitment to embracing the profound responsibility that comes with being a doctor for the rest of your life. So the early concept of this ceremony is very interesting. So the early concept started at the University of Chicago, which is my medical school alma mater, in 1989. So apparently, a professor complained to the dean of students, Norma Wagner at the time, that first-year medical students were showing up in shorts and baseball caps during interactions with patients. Now, Wagner decided to fix the problem by creating a ceremonial program during which students were given their white coats, and when I say given, literally handed their white stoats, and then instructed, you were expected to look like professionals, wear the white coat, and behave appropriately. So I do remember my white coat day vividly. Well, this idea evolved over the next several years until the first official white coat ceremony for medical students was created by Dr. Arnold Gold in 1993, and this was at the Columbia University College of Physicians and Surgeons. and it was to welcome students into the medical profession and set expectations for their compassionate and ethical roles. And the ceremony included a reciting of the Hippocratic Oath to, above all, do no harm. So this tradition has now been embraced by 95% of medical schools across the United States and by many institutions worldwide. So very interesting beginnings. So now, as part of our UVA School of Medicine ceremony, you are about to receive your white coat. And I want to remind you of several things while you are wearing it. First, I would like for it to serve as a constant reminder of the privilege that we have to be professionals. Second, I hope that it will inspire you and inspire in you empathy and kindness and compassion for the patients that you're going to be caring for. Third, I would like for the white coat to serve as a personal reminder to be humble and compassionate and respectful towards all patients that you care for. And lastly, I would like for it to remind you that despite all of your accomplishments, there is always going to be more to learn. In reflecting about my own white coat for today, so I literally realized that there hasn't been a single day that I have not worn my white coat to work since I first put it on in 1990. This white coat is who I am, and I hope that you come to cherish your white coat in a similar way. And also, I just have to say, they're incredibly practical because they got a ton of pockets, and I know you guys are going to use them. I carry everything in mine. So now, as I told you all last week, on your first day of school, you chose well. You chose a career for which you will have an impact. There has not been for me a single day during my entire career that I have regretted the profession that I chose. I love what I do, and I want that for all of you for the rest of your careers. So for today, as you start on this journey, similar to Miski, I would like to share some advice to help you along these 4 years. And trust me, these 4 years are going to go fast. Before you know it, you're going to be back here in this room in 3.5 years for match day, and all of you will be here too. And then shortly thereafter that, graduation. So here is my advice. So number 1, be present. These 4 years are all you get as a medical student. That's it. So be present. Be present for the lectures. Be present for the anatomy lab, the problem-based learning sessions, the clinics. Be present for all of it. Number 2, be curious. Ask questions, learn, extend yourself. Some of the best experiences come from the curious and inquisitive mind. Number 3, patients come first. This is the mantra that all of us physicians live by. Do not forget this. Number 4, don't be afraid to ask for help. Support is literally all around you. So I want to reiterate what Miski's concept was, is that asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of strength. Number 5, listen. Listen to your patients. Listening is one of the most important things that you can do as a doctor. Don't ever give the impression when you're with your patients that you're in a rush. Sit down next to the patient, empathize, show compassion, and listen. And treat your patients with kindness. And just realize that every patient has their own unique story to tell. Listening really can be the best form of medicine for both you and the patient. Number 6, understand that you cannot help everyone. So you will have patients who are either too sick or have incurable disease, and you will not be able to fix them, as again, Miski alluded to. So make sure that you realize that that is not a failure on your part. Take that energy when you experience those really tough situations, and take that energy to take better care of the next patient. Number 7, care for yourself. This is incredibly important because in order for you to care for others, you must care for yourself first. So eat well, sleep well, exercise. Take the time to discover your outlets, the things that refresh and recharge you. For some, that might mean reading a good book or hiking Humpback Rock, or for others, maybe devouring a whole container of those amazing apple cider donuts. Or for me, watching a sci-fi nerdy movie. So figure out what it is for you and prioritize your self-care. Number 8, follow your passion. You will all have to choose the field of medicine that you are going to pursue. And if you follow your passion, what really excites you, you literally will never work a day in your life. So for some of you, that might be reading CAT scans or delivering a baby or focusing on preventative care or operating on a patient or supporting mental health. Determine what excites you and pursue that path. Number 9, don't let anyone tell you that you cannot do something. You can all do whatever you are passionate about and set your mind to. I know your parents have definitely probably told you that. And last, number 10, and very importantly, enjoy the journey. This is an amazing adventure that you are embarking on. I want you to enjoy every single minute of being a medical student. From learning new material, to passing your exams, to forming connections with your other students and your patients. And embrace the achievements and the challenges ahead, as they will shape you into the compassionate and skilled and dedicated physicians that the future wants and needs. Enjoy every minute of your entire career, because it goes by fast, much faster than you will ever realize sitting here today, waiting to put on your very first white coat. So having shared my advice with you at the beginning of your medical careers, as you put on the white coat today, reflect on the immense responsibility and privilege that comes with this profession. Your actions as physicians will have a profound impact on the lives of those that you touch. So embrace this advice, carry it with you throughout your training and beyond, and always strive to be the best doctor that you can be. Let your white coat serve as a symbol of not only knowledge, but also integrity, humility, and the noblest virtues of our profession. The world eagerly awaits the remarkable contributions that you are all destined to make in a world where anything is possible if you put your mind to it. I hope you'll carry this belief with you as you put on your white coat for the first time today and well beyond in your lifelong career as a doctor. Congratulations on this incredible milestone today. I wish you all a successful and fulfilling medical school experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kibbe, for those very inspiring words. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. I would like to introduce Dr. Meg Keeley, who is our Senior Associate Dean of Education at the School of Medicine. I would be remiss if I didn't mention she was from the great class of 1992 as well. Dr. Keeley.
had to say the year, didn't you? Good afternoon. I am so excited to see everyone here. We've had an amazing week and a half getting to know these students. I hope that they feel the true excitement that we all have for their arrival and their joining our community, because that's really what it is. We are also very excited to have all of the families and friends of these students here with us today in person and virtually. And I have the privilege of giving, frankly, the most important and most beautiful speech today, because I will be reading the 160 beautiful names of your family member student out there. I'm going to tell you for the families what's going to happen. We will be calling the students up here in alphabetical order within their colleges. The students certainly know this, but as you may or may not be aware, at the University of Virginia School of Medicine, we've divided our medical school class into 4 colleges. It's a little like Harry Potter. And they're each headed by a dean of student affairs, who you're about to meet, who support their students all the way through this journey through medical school that you've heard a lot about today. The college deans have the honor of putting their white coat on their students at matriculation, and then they will be hooding them at graduation, and a lot happens in between that time. 5 of the students today in this year's class have immediate family members who are alumni or faculty in the School of Medicine who will be presenting their coats. Additionally, we have 6 students who are entering our medical scientist training program who will have their coats presented by the program director, Dr. Dean Kettis. The students of Dungelson College will receive their coats first, and presenting them will be Dr. Archibald Pannoni, Dean of Dungelson College. So I'll invite her to start coming up. Dr. Archibald Pannoni is a geriatrician. Oh, please. Dr. Archibald Pannoni is a geriatrician and associate professor of internal medicine here at UVA, and she also completed her residency and fellowship here. So students, ushers are going to stand in the aisles and signal your row when it's time to come to stand and proceed to the stage. So we'll start Dungelson heading in this direction. At this ceremony, students are also signifying their pledge to join our community of honor at the University of Virginia. So after receiving your white coat, you are going to walk behind, get your coat from Dr. Archibald Pannoni. You're going to then go to this table where Miski Sharif is standing, and she's going to show you where to sign your name to signify the honor pledge. And then you will leave the stage in this direction and head back to your seat. Cautionary tale, we want to stay out of the range of the camera that is streaming this out there. So we'll walk back around so you avoid the camera, and then the 2 colleges here will be going up and around and down. Everybody got that? Excellent. Audience, I know that it is difficult, but please, I beg of you to keep your applause till the end of each college. Otherwise, it will be too dark to take pictures outside on the lawn. So, now on to the students of Dungelson College. Okay, get it out now. Get it out now. Victor Olamide Adedajun. Kamran Arastu. Kamran will be presented with his coat by his father, Crusoe Arastu, who completed residency at UVA in 1997. June Siak Bey. Bree Bells. Donovan J. Brown. Ashley Bullington. Logan Carpenter. Keeland Chandler. Brennan Cullimore. Samuel Doby. Songoli Enwezo. Jason Fan. Joseph Fontana. Shivam Gandhi. Benjamin Harris. Carlos Hostu Jaume. Amy Kaplan. Hakinya Kara. Isaiah King. Alexandra Kuznetsov. Rizal May Labaden. Michael Jun Yop Im. Vikrant R. Mahajan. Claudia Meyer. Kenneth Newman. Nicole Ung. Daniel Wynn. Janice O. Danya Osman. Mary Oster. Jessica J. Rana. Catherine Riggs. Abel Ruiz Diaz. Elena Sablehouse. Rithika Sinthukumar. Kevin Shannon. Sagar Sheth. Shreya Suresh. James Temple. Jeevan Tiwari. Sharina Rachel Thomas. Amy Yang. Mohammed Zulfikar. Please congratulate Dungelson College. Next to present will be Dr. John Densmore, the Dean of Hunter College. We'll welcome him to the stage. Dr. Densmore is a hematologist oncologist and associate professor of internal medicine, and he is also our associate dean for admissions, so responsible for the class of 2027 being here. They're responsible for them being here, truth be told. Dr. Densmore received his PhD and MD degrees from UVA and completed his residency here as well. And we are now ready to start with Hunter College. Kofi Asari. Shivam Butt. Raheem Burdett. Joseph Chavez. Esme Chen. Chinenya Chukura. That's got it. Anthony Cortez. Christopher John Farid. Zachary Felt. Sai Kirthana Gajula. Phoebe Gruccio. Maya Hagender. Zuhad Hamid. Rachel Harden. Joshua Belt Harding. Megan Kimsey Harris. Patrick Hart. Arthur Huang. Nina Janatifar. Allison Jung. Abhishek Kumar. Patricia Lay. Annabelle Leung. Laura Liu. Edward Linus. Margaret Grace Mercanti. Vivian Nguyen. Alo Aka. Shalbi Patel. Kristen Putman. John Quezada. Sai Sumaya Montala. Jacob Schwartz. Vignesh Senthilkumar. Tara Shrivastava. Lane Stiegel. Alexander M. Swan, Jr. Emily Toko. Haley Turner. Sanjay Venkatesan. Cynthia Wan. Taylor Elaine Washington. Taylor will be presented with her coat by her father, Vindell Washington, class of 1990. Leon Zhang. Please congratulate Hunter College. And now, the students in Penn College will receive their coats, and presenting them will be Dr. Dana Reddick. Let's welcome him to the stage. Dr. Reddick is Associate Professor of Obstetrics and Gynecology, and we are ready to start with the first student in Penn College, Julia Rose Alvey. Ame Ayemari. Emily Jade Bien. Richard Chiyoung Chung. Liliana Diaz. Anna Therese Dietrich. Destiny Donald. Sophia Dort. Sophia will be presented with her coat by her father, Dr. Jonathan Dort, who's a faculty member at our Inova Regional Campus. Khalid Mustafa El Hadi. Ella Frazier. Natasha Gleichman. Ridvik Gunlapalli. Saja Ibrahim. Tyler Maia Melanie Johnson. Jocelyn Jung. Abhinav Kareddy. Ariana Lawrence. Andrew Matthias. Sydney Torian Miles. Elena Jane Moncada. Danielle Malia Muriel. Joelle Neeluck. Jacqueline Nana Ya Nkrumah. Kadra Omar. Maya Parker. Bhavik Alpesh Patel. Louisa Postzwicker. Anuradha Raghu. Brady Sack. Wafa Salah. Jasdev Singh. Lauren Spott. Niti Talasani. Anna Nerys Tesh. Eileen Wen. Arthur Wu. Congratulations to Penn College. And now, Reed College, and our dean is Dr. Sean Reed. Let's welcome him to the stage. Dr. Reed is Associate Professor of Family Medicine, and he completed his residency here at UVA. And we will now start Reed College with Christopher Bowman. Racavius Chambers. Sam Alexander Shuroff. Nitin Chetla. Sydney Chong. Sydney will be presented with her coat by her father, Dr. Tae Chong, class of 2000. Nathaniel Dennis Benford. Mackenzie Dorsey. Sarah Finkelstein. Fadi Jemael. Abram Goda. Elizabeth Heffernan. Riley Hernandez. Arad Jain. Justin Samuel Lee Kessler. Arishe Khan. Hannah Kirkham. Piper Charlene Kazire. Margaret Kobelski. Darren Kokuslu. Ashley Lynn. Niall Fulong Linyu. Stephanie Malta. Nala Joanna McKee. We're going to remember that at graduation. Daniel Alejandro Mendoza Isaula. Adarsh Mena. Kendra Page Moore. Aliyah Rayana Namey. Kia Namati. Allie Price. Zachary Rad. Nabil Raza. Nabil will be presented by his coat with his coat by his father, Kazir Raza, who completed residency at UVA in 2002. Jeffrey Finn Rapella. Michael John Richard. Saqib Rizvi. Saqib is being presented with his coat by his father, who is a faculty member. Shivani Singh. Max Henry Stempel. Nicholas Underwood. Emily Warsavage. Congratulations to Reed College. And if all the students would remain seated, I think we need a round of applause for the UVA School of Medicine Class of 2027. Class of 2027, if you were to put your hand in the pocket of your new white coat, you're going to find a letter from an upper class student to welcome you and encourage you. You don't need to read it right now, but we want you to know that it is truly, truly a community, and we are so glad to welcome you, every one of us here. So you're now part of us. Next, I would like all of our new students to stand, and I would like all of the faculty members to join me on the stage. We are now going to recite a recitation of the covenant for the entering class and their teachers. This covenant is the first of 3 that you all will recite with us, starting today, and then another when you move on to the clinical portion of the curriculum, and then when you graduate. And this first one, of course, is to welcome you to the profession of medicine. The words are printed on the little sheet on your program. Ms. E. Sharif will be reciting with the students, and I will be reciting with the faculty.
Hi, everyone. All right, are we ready? Okay. As I begin the study of medicine, I acknowledge and accept the responsibilities and privileges of an apprentice learner of ancient art and modern science. With teachers to guide me, I will approach my studies with diligence and integrity, cultivating the competencies and attributes of an accomplished physician. I will respect all persons, including faculty and staff, students and colleagues, and especially patients who will ever be my teachers. I will attend to the experiences, beliefs, and values of others and reflect on my own attitudes and assumptions. I affirm fidelity to my patients and will respect them, their choices, and their confidentiality. Mindful of my privileged access to their bodies, selves, and stories, I will seek to earn their trust, to care for them with skill, understanding, compassion, and fairness. Medical school will not only cultivate my intellect, but also challenge my moral imagination. It will shape and test my critical judgment and show me my limitations as well as my competencies. It will entail risk. In learning, I will make mistakes. May I forgive, yet always remember and learn from them. Mindful of my own health and well-being, I will seek to balance professional and personal pursuits. I will value my family, friends, colleagues, and mentors, and the mutual trust, humor, and confidence our relationships sustain. My study of medicine will extend throughout my life, in school and beyond. I will hold myself to the highest professional standards. I will look to a collegial model of learning and working. Even now, I assume the physician's social responsibility to improve the health of human mankind. We students here join with our teachers to uphold our profession, honor its commitments, and advance its contributions.
As you embark on the study of medicine, I accept the privilege and responsibility of being your teacher. I will teach you the science and art of medicine and encourage you to be thoughtful, discerning, and compassionate in their practice. I will show you what is known and what is not known, what is certain and what is not. I will teach you to advance medical knowledge and skills, care for patients, and attend to the health of the public. Trust me to teach you as I trust you and your fellow students to teach me. You see reflected in me the character and social conscience of my profession. I will conduct myself with integrity and show you how I wrestle with issues of ethics and ambiguity. I will accord you respect, tolerance, and fair treatment. I am entrusted with teaching you to extend the same to your peers and patients. I encourage you to see patients as your tutors and to ground your relationships with them in advocacy, mutual vulnerability, and trust, and the utmost fidelity, for this is the heart of medicine. I will give you responsibilities and supervision appropriate to your knowledge and skills. I will not abandon you to your mistakes. I will encourage you always to put forth your best effort and will ask the same of myself. I ask you to recognize your teacher's limits and also your own, and to use your talents and energy to improve this institution and all that it offers. Together, we are stewards of an ancient and respected profession. You are this profession's future. Proudly, we welcome you into the study and life of medicine. This brings us to the conclusion of the white coat ceremony. Don't go anywhere. Thank you again to everyone who joined us in person and virtually. We will now be taking a class portrait as well as photographs of each of the 4 colleges on the front steps of this building momentarily. So to ensure that this is swift and efficient, we will first dismiss the students by college and ask that all the guests remain seated. After the photos, we will invite all the students and guests to join us for refreshments in the ballroom at Newcomb Hall, and we'll lead you the way over there. So if the Dungelson College students and Dean Archibald Pannoni could please rise and exit out this way for your photograph. As As a reminder for everyone here, all the photos taken today will be available for free download, and the link will be emailed to the students next week so they can forward it on to you. You can check our Medical Alumni Association Facebook page for the video that will be out, featured posts from the ceremony, and all of our contact information is on your program. Families, I would also ask that you mark your calendars today for Saturday, September 30th. That is the UVA School of Medicine Family Day. This is an event exclusively for the family members of our first-year students, and we'll be sending you all more information about that soon, but we'd love to kind of show you off what their life has been for that first month or so of school. So patience while we do Dungelson, followed by the other 3 colleges, and then we'll dismiss everyone.